Remember to click subscribe and notification button for more Appa's video.
Cooking Appa.
Hi, this is Cooking Appa. Chinese New Year is coming, and every Chinese New Year I will make a very special braised pork. And why is it special? Because besides the pork leg, I will normally add in two more ingredients. Number one, which is, wow, this is very big. Let me adjust the angle for you. So the extra ingredient is this sea cucumber, humongous sea cucumber. Look at it, it's as big as Appa's hand. I bought it from the wet market this morning. This piece is like 100 ringgit Malaysia. Okay, and then I have some pig Sinew. It says Sinew. Actually, I used to call it tendon. It's actually very chewy. Yeah. So I also got this from wet market. Usually, only wet market you can find this easier. I won't use the whole packet. The whole packet is like 1 kg. I'll probably use about 200-300 grams for this purpose. And this one probably I will just use half of it also. Now the thing about sea cucumber is this: very difficult for normal consumer to really go and identify which one is better one, which is less better ones. I can only say if you can buy from your trusted seller, then it's easier. Yeah. And then usually, the bigger it is, the more expensive it is in terms of per kg. But sometimes, because of the quality also, smaller ones can be very expensive as well. And let me give you an example. Look at this and this. You would have guessed these two, the price is so much different, right? But no, this piece is actually 90 ringgit. This is 100 ringgit. Can you just compare the two? Well, this one I got it from a Chinese herbal shop. This one is actually from wet market. I'm sure the quality will be different. Actually, I tried this one last year. This one actually they're selling at about 500 ringgit per kg. Actually, it's very expensive. But it's very, I like the bite feel. Yeah, the bite feel is actually much better. And usually the better ones can actually tahan longer for you to cook. You need to take note whenever you cook sea cucumber because it can melt. It can totally melt. Most of the sea cucumber in the market, you should not cook more than 15 minutes because after 15 minutes it will melt. But I would suggest whenever you want to cook your sea cucumber, you must stand there and look at it. Okay, do not assume unless it is something that you have been buying for many years. But then again, even if you have bought from many years ago, sometimes the seller there themselves is not 100% sure. So coming back to this, of course, we have Appa has about 1 kg of pork leg here, which is already chopped. I asked the seller to chop for me because there's no way I can chop pork leg at home. And this one is actually the front leg. So what's the difference between front and back? Well, the front is actually smaller. Usually one leg is about 2 kg. So I will normally ask them to separate it into 2 packets, 1 kg each. So this is half of it. So usually half I will use it for braise, another half I will use it to make tergachong. If you use a back leg, then it's actually larger, usually at least about 3 kg and above, 1.5 kg each, or you can break it into three packs of 1 kg each. The main difference between the two is the back leg is actually fattier, and also the back leg has got more tendon. All right, so this one is the front leg, which is more lean. Right, it really depends on your family preference, or sometimes cincai lah. Okay, the most important thing is you must. I am repeating 3 times. You must blanch it. If you don't blanch it, the whole pot of your pork leg is going to be very, very gamey. Okay, so how do you blanch? I will put a very short video right after this. Very easy, but do not skip, compulsory. Now and then after that, we have the usual ingredient to make the braise. This is about 2 pieces of shallot slice. This is fresh coriander roots, and this is the white portion of the spring onion, few pieces of old ginger, 2 cloves of garlic. You want to mince it, you mince it. If you don't mince it, put in the whole thing also can. And then I have few herbs here. This is bay leaf, this is cinnamon stick, This is star anise. I'm using approximately 2 pieces of star anise here. You don't want it to be too many if it can be overpowering, yeah. And this is chenpi, yeah, the orange peel, dried orange peel. This is black cardamom, and this is 1 teaspoon of 5-spice powder. Now, if you don't have all this, at least you must have the star anise, cinnamon stick, bay leaf. These three is the minimum you must have. Then Chinese New Year, I always will add this. This is the leeks. You can use Cameron leeks, you can use Chinese leeks, or you can use Korean leeks. No problem. You'll be surprised after adding the leeks, your braised pork totally turned into another dish which is very, very super fragrant. Try and put some leeks inside. This is approximately, depending on the size of the leek, some normal leeks can be half of the size of a Korean leek. So it's very difficult for me to tell you how many leeks you need to put in. I'll put in about 1 bowl. And usually the top of the leeks we will actually cut it away. The top probably about 2-3 inches like this. That would be quite tough. I will cut it away. And then I have about 2 tablespoons of rock sugar. And of course you need the light soy sauce, dark soy sauce, and some rice wine. And today I'm going to use chicken stock as a base. You can also use hot water, yeah. And if you have some lao lu, which is the previous braise that you done before, you can also put it in. Of course, that is optional. Okay, it's very easy to blanch the meat, but it's very important. Do not skip this step. Okay, just prepare a pot of cold water. Put in the pork leg inside the pot in cold water. Then only you raise the heat. Okay, and you can actually put in some rice wine and also ginger to further help to remove the gaminess of the pork leg. Now after it is boiling, let it boil for about a minute, 2 to 3 minutes, and then you will start seeing something like this, all the brown, all the scums releasing from, especially from the bone. So this method will remove minimum 80 to 90% of the gaminess from your pork. Do not skip this step. Right after the 2 minutes boiling, you can actually take it out and wash the pork leg thoroughly, and it is done. Okay, so first of all, we are going to saute the fresh herbs. So my pressure cooker actually can actually use an open lid cooking, so I use everything inside the pressure cooker. If you don't have that function, you can use a normal wok to stir fry first, saute first. So of course I'm going to put in some garlic oil. So this will further enhance the flavor. If you don't have garlic oil, you can just use, let me open my hood first. You can just use normal vegetable oil, no problem. Where is the... Okay. So we are going to saute the ginger, shallot, fresh coriander, spring onion. Saute this for a minute or two. We'll come back shortly. Okay, this is after about sauteing for a minute or two. I'm going to put in the leeks and the blanched pork leg. Clear my kitchen top. Give it a few stir. The herbs. When you are using the black cardamom, do smash it a little bit, break it a bit, so that the flavor can come up easier. And actually I should have used the stainless steel pot, inner pot, because of all the bones, but it's okay, fine. Then I'm going to add in some chicken stock. Some of my old braise. This is a couple of days ago actually. This is optional. If you have it, put it in. If you don't have it, it's perfectly fine. The rock sugar, 5 spice powder, I'm going to give it about 3 to 5 tablespoons of light soy sauce. One small bowl of Shao Hsing wine. And dark soy sauce. This is not sweetened, yeah? This is not the sweetened type. This is for the color. 3、4、5. Okay, approximately about 4 to 5 tablespoons as well. Not too much. If you put too much, it can become bitter. You can adjust the color towards the end also, yeah? So don't worry. Usually the broth is will be good enough if it can whenever it can actually make sure all the ingredient is fully submerged. I actually put a little bit more today because I will take out some to cook the sea cucumber and the pork Sinew just now later. Actually, how to read that word? Those who knows how to read that word, can you put it in the comment section? Yeah. Okay. And you want to pre-season this right now with some salt. Okay. Got to cover this with a lid. Close it. Make sure it is sealed. The pressure valve is sealed. And I'm going to change this to tendon or stew. Alright, so later we will just come back and do some final seasoning, and I will actually take out some of the broth to cook the sea cucumber and also the pork sinew. Okay, the pressure valve has gone down. It is now ready. Now if you don't have a pressure cooker, then you should actually use your pot to cook it for about 1.5 hours. That is to get the kind of tenderness I want for my pork leg, yeah? 1.5 hours. Slowly simmer it. Okay, then I can take it out. Ah, very fragrant. Really very fragrant. See? Look at how the pork skin actually jiggly. This is the kind of consistency I wanted, yeah, the kind of texture I'm looking for. Okay, basically this is done. What we want to do is to cook the pork tendon or pork sinew and also the fish, the sea cucumber. But of course, before that, you want to do a bit of final testing here. Okay, I'm going to add more salt and a little bit more sugar and probably a little bit more light soy sauce also. I don't mind to add a bit fish sauce to give it some umami flavor. Okay, some fish sauce, a little bit more light soy sauce. This is just to adjust to taste, meaning to adjust to the taste you wanted. Some sugar, salt, this is salt. And a little bit of sugar. Okay, and it's basically done. We still have 2 more things to cook, by the way. Super fragrant. And I'm going to take some of the broth over to another pot. Okay, move it to the another pot. Right, once this broth is boiling, you can now put in the pork tendon. I'm putting in about 300 grams of pork tendon and also 300 grams of sea cucumber. 300 to 400 grams agak-agak. Now the thing about sea cucumber is when you defrost it, make sure you wash the interior thoroughly. Yeah, if not, it can be fishy. So bring this to a boil and then tune down to medium low and let it simmer for somewhere around 15 minutes. And you do want to keep your eyes on it because some sea cucumber is actually can melt easier than another. So keep an eye on it. The better your sea cucumber is, normally it can actually last longer. I would say sometime, most of it was between 10 to 20 minutes. The smaller one, sometimes 10 minutes already started to melt. So best is to keep your eyes on it while it is cooking. Now, one tips about cooking at home is that some people say, how come when they follow recipes but theirs turn out differently? Now, you cannot follow recipes blindly when it comes to home cooking, because why? Your ingredient and my ingredient will be different. Your sea cucumber and my sea cucumber is different. Yours could be better than mine or vice versa. So, or thicker than mine or smaller than mine. So you really have to eyeballing, they say. Yeah, use eyeballing. Keep an eye on your ingredient and decide on the kind of tenderness you really wanted. Right? So do not follow recipes blindly. By the way, I added some fried garlic inside just to enhance the flavor, or you can use fried onion as well. Okay, this is approximately about 15 minutes simmering under medium-low heat. You can see from here everything stays in the shape, nothing is melted. So basically the sea cucumber is pretty good quality. You can see it's toing toing toing. And it is acting like a what do you call that? A thing that actually soak up all the broth, yeah, all the sauces. Actually, the sea cucumber will be extremely tasty. See, toing 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 toing. All right, basically it's done. I like to separate to keep this in a different set, yeah, with my pork leg after eating actually. So up to you lah. You can put two things together also can, up to you. Okay, I've taken out some of the pork leg. By the way, I did not put shiitake mushroom, Japanese shiitake mushroom today because I already have a lot of things. You can put shiitake mushroom inside, yeah? Ooh, the cucumber is going to taste so good. Don't know why when I was younger, I don't know how to appreciate sea cucumber and also this tendon, but now I love it. I really love it. It's like a sponge. Just how I was looking at for this word. Yeah, the sea cucumber acts like a sponge that will actually soak up all the nice flavor. Some fresh coriander and some fried garlic on top. Okay, done. I hope you like my Chinese New Year recipe here. Pork leg, sea cucumber, and also pork tendon or pork sinew, yeah? Braised. So let me adjust the angle for you. So I hope you like my Chinese New Year video today. If you like my video, do share my video on your Facebook to your friends. Come to Cooking Appa Facebook fan page to click like and follow button. Follow up on the Instagram and subscribe to Cooking Appa YouTube channel. Thank you very much. Happy New Year, everyone. Bye-bye.